Hey, this is Coach Jovan here with TKD Tips, and we are on the road today, headed to College Station. We're going to be fighting at a tournament today and taking the Longhorn team to get some practice in and fight with some Aggies over in College Station. The reason these small tournaments are really important is it's just a really good practice ground for all skill levels. We're taking around 30 fighters, and of the 30, 60% of them have never done professional or amateur sports in either high school or college or even had an athletic background. So this tournament for them is a really good opportunity for them to feel the pressure and the environment of being in a competition without actually having the stakes so high that they will crumble to pieces if they fail. For my veterans, for the returners, for my fighters, for my high-performance competition team members, this is a really good arena for them to practice a lot of the stuff that they've been working on, but not quite have down on the highest stage possible. So, you know, there's enough pressure of being in a new environment with an audience here that replicates some of the attributes that we want from a larger tournament for those high-end fighters. So, you know, my mix usually is like 80% stuff you already know that we're optimizing, and then 20% stuff that's like really new and uncomfortable for the day's tournament. So as a coach, coming out of a tournament day like today, many might think winning or losing would be kind of the determining factor on whether today was a success or not. But in reality, I'm looking for very specific things, and depending on who you are, depending on the type of fighter you are, we're really looking at the growth from the experiences from today. So, for example, if you're a beginner and you've been deathly afraid of even stepping in the ring, then showing up today is a win. Having the courage to work through a lot of those mental blocks, coming in today, putting on a uniform, putting on your gear, and getting ready to go fight is a win. For my somewhat more experienced fighters, they're usually working on something more tactical, not moving back from out of the clinch, having the courage to go first and then stand your ground. And then of course for my advanced fighters today is continuing their game, which is usually relaxing, trying new things, and being comfortable with failing. One, two, three! Eventually you'll see some spin. At the end of the tournament, we all circle up, and it's usually an opportunity to give props, to call out anyone who's had a really big growth day, and to address a lot of the concerns that might be mumbling through some of the athletes who didn't have a great performance. We had a kid get knocked out today. He was doing great, he was aggressive, and he just kind of took a misstep and got hit in the head really hard and got knocked out. And the group allows me to address that in a way that doesn't call him out. The group setting allows me to talk through how we're gonna fall down and we're gonna have adversity, and it's important and awesome that people can, despite getting knocked out in the head or whatever, come back to the fight or come back to training eager and excited to go to the next step. The group is really about keeping everyone at a medium, tempering some of the high confidence, high energy, and then bringing up some of the low energy, low confidence. My goal as a coach from here on out is making sure that they are coming out of this with the right mindset. I asked a few of them before we started talking who feels like they were pretty terrible today, and a lot of them raised their hands. You know, traditionally, I think I would have kind of let that mindset soak in a few days, but now I am really dogmatic about ensuring that they're coming away from this with a constructive, if not positive, attitude. I'm gonna let them have a day off just tomorrow, Sunday, and then on Monday we're gonna go watch film, so that's 2 days of recovery. Within that time, a lot of things will happen. Right now, most of them are creating a narrative about today's events in their mind. experience. And so 2 days is right around the maximum amount of time I would let them kind of do that narrative creation on their own. I want to be a part of that, ensuring that they're coming away with the right mindset actually affects their recovery. Ultimately, they get 2 days, then we got to go back to work because it was a small tournament. They only had a few fights. They learned a lot, and I want to take advantage of that momentum. Today was a really great experience. Small tournaments are really important for us, and we got to work out a lot of the kinks that are going to prepare us for the big stage. So all in all, this was a really great experience. I want to do a couple more before we go to nationals. Thanks for tuning in today. This is Coach Joe Van with TKD Tips, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at TKD Tips. We'll see you guys around.